to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
All right, let's go. Good morning. What is going on, everyone? Wow, it feels good to be back. I know you might not expect to hear that from somebody that was just on vacation in Florida, but boy, that felt weird being gone. What's up? Hope everyone's having a good one. How we doing? SPY is popping off here. We can see SPY had a very nice gap up this morning in pre-market. Of course, it's slowing down a little bit here at open, but overall, really nice. Man, it seems like I missed a bull fest. Maybe I need to leave again, and then the market will go back up. Honestly, pretty funny to see how much it went up there. Good morning. Toby, Chill, Steve, Black Flower, Autumn, Brennan, Miss Dat Girl Shauna, Tiger, Yusus, Carl, Steve, good morning. Wow, SPY. Very nice to see it at new all-time highs, though, up to around 618. Pretty crazy to say, considering where it was just last week. I went ahead and threw some lines on the SPY chart here. We can see 618 is a pretty big triple top from this morning in pre-market. I would say 3 to 4 are really good tests, maybe even a quadruple top. Either way, huge resistance there at 618. I would think if 618 breaks, 620 would be a pretty solid resistance just past this point. Give me 1 sec. Helping somebody out here today as well. Tommy Tenders is back. Let's go, Mason. Appreciate that. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Google, Tiger says. Google, Googl. Let's see, Google pulling back quite a bit. It opened up really high. But yeah, it's pulling back in a pretty good way. Sorry, I'm trying to help somebody get into Discord today if you're wondering why I'm not talking so quick. People are lost. Plug Power. Trying to get up to $1.34 here. Actually, pretty good move today, up 13%. So we had a few stocks really popping off today. Bloom Energy, ticker symbol BE, is popping it off, up 9.38%. BE. Very nice movement there. Run is moving. Sunrun 9.6%. Oracle had some news of its own as well. Let me pull up that news. Filing says CEO plans to meet with other Oracle colleagues. They signed multiple large cloud services deals, so sounds great for them. Has signed multiple large cloud services deals, including one that is anticipated to add revenue of more than $30 billion starting in fiscal 2028. Sounds good there. But we always like some news. It'll help. Oracle being such a big company, up 6.4% is pretty helpful. Hard to understand the wick for Circle on Friday. CRCL. Maybe you're looking at a glitch. Let's see. Are you looking at a glitch? I don't know. It fell off quite a bit. I don't know if that's what you mean. Yeah. Just getting a little bit overextended there following that IPO. It's been nice to see some IPOs go positive, though. Hard to understand the wick on Circle. You know, Circle's been pretty crazy. It is up 3.6% today. That's nice to see. I like these clean energy stocks, though. If you're wondering, like, why is these clean energy stocks moving so well this morning? Mainly because of the Senate bill. I saw that there was some positive hydrogen news within the Senate bill, the big, beautiful bill. We're supposed to kill solar, but look at how, like, they're talking about them rising. The draft bill would phase out tax credits for large-scale wind and solar projects by the end of 2027, earlier than anticipated. It's good to see him popping up, though. Sunrun was up. It limits the ability to receive tax credits for leasing panels to homeowners. It leaves the door open for companies to get credits for similar products known as a power purchase agreement. The tax on companies using Chinese-made equipment could help U.S. solar companies. That helps. FSLR was moving on that. 8%, definitely nice pops today. $165. I just love that news, though. Rook said, hope you had a nice week. Appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words, guys. Yeah, it was a fun week. We were in around Destin, Florida area. Nice family vacation. The daughter had a lot of fun, but I will say she was pretty fussy down there. I don't know if it was like the change of scenery or what exactly the deal was there, but she definitely was very fussy. I think maybe also overstimulated because there were lots of kids running around. You bought BBAI calls a month ago, expiry September 19th. Nice to see it finally popping off. Very nice move today, 12%. Wow, even all of last week it was on fire. BBAI. I might have been looking at it on like Monday or Tuesday, but I mean, overall, that is an insane jump. Wow. That is a big jump by BBAI. Gotta say, I like it. QQQ. New all-time highs, of course, today, just like the SPY, but we gotta look at it, right? How could we not? How could we not? Better. Background music's making it hard to hear you, user said. Thanks for telling me. I can always adjust that a little bit. How's that? That should be a lot better. Amazon, Tiger Wu said. AMZN coming back a little bit. How have they been doing since I was gone? Okay. Thursday and Friday, I guess with the market popping off, they really exploded. That's better. Much better. Thank you, Wood. Appreciate that. Cool, cool. User, nice. That was a good call. I like your name, User HT7. Man, that is a long one. Hell yeah, J-Duck. Thought it was pretty cool. You said Destin. Destin area is pretty nice. Yeah, I'm definitely glad to see BBAI moving today, though. Degenerate. And just over the past few days, you know, really great. PA. How nice are they doing for you? I know sometimes those calls can get pretty insane. J-Duck used to go to Alabama all the time. Every summer, last time went to Destin. Nice. You go to like Gulf Shores. They're like they're kind of right by each other there. open this up real quick. I liked it. I will say halfway through, the water started getting a bunch of seaweed in it. It was like not even fun to swim in, but the pool was nice. Man, Tesla, what a breakout. I'm kidding. I was trying to be sarcastic. Looking at the 1 minute, rejected really hard at 325. Yeah, it is, J-Duck, it is. Man, my mom had bought like a $30,000 house. It was an insane house. It was like 30 grand for the week. It was wild. The pool was super nice. Had a ton of people staying there. Let's go see Baba. Check in on the China stocks. It's been a little while since I've looked at these. Trending down pretty well. How's Intel today? I know they've been down, but they're trying to come back. It looks pretty solid. Today, they're not doing the best, breaking down quite a bit. They were going in pre-market, but man, the market opened today and they said, nope. Yeah, that's kind of what it was, J-Duck. There was... Well, this was like 14 beds, but it wasn't 4 stories. It was 3. That's pretty sick, though. That's kind of similar. I had to count it, though. I'm not sure. Some of the bedrooms was like a huge room with like 3 bunk beds for like 6 kids in one room. Look at Palantir pulling back. Pretty nice gap up this morning. Nice off of Friday's action. I missed it on Friday. What the hell happened to Palantir? My God. I gotta go look at the news from Friday. I didn't even see that. I must have missed it. What was the date Friday? The 27th? Okay. Holy shit. Oh, it's Jim Cramer. He did it. He said Palantir's a $200 stock masquerading as a $144 stock. Jimmy boy. Jimmy. Why'd you say that, Jimmy? Jimmy killed the uptrend. Holy shit. Usually the first story is just garbage. Yeah, this one was like the kids. You know, it was neat. They had like a movie theater on the first floor. Like an 8-person one, but it was pretty cool. The banks today. Citigroup looking pretty good. How's JP Morgan? Nice. Bank of America's not the best, though. SoFi's on fire, Tiger Woo. Nice, 4.25%. Very nice action. If you're looking for some momentum right now, SoFi might make a new run here above the high of the day. Let's get it. Robert! Appreciate that. Stay blessed. Hope all is well. The GOAT is back. Let's go, Robert. Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Weather was really good, Mason. Really good. There wasn't too much rain. It was perfect. I would say my favorite part was eating a ton of crab legs. I had an insane amount of crab legs. Although I probably spent $1,000 on seafood down there. It was awesome, Michael. SoFi, getting it done. Let's go. Man, it was great, Autumn. Steamed up perfectly. You know it's done right whenever you can crack them and they come out good every time. $18.05 on SoFi. Keeps going. That is one hell of a run today. A lot of good momentum. Just watched it cross $18. Jimbo. Anytime Jim Cramer says my stock's name, I turn into Will Smith at the Academy Awards. Keep my stock's name out your effing mouth. I like it. That's how we do it, Jimbo. Go smack him. I still don't know if that was like on purpose, like if that was orchestrated or not. How's Tesla bookmap? How's Tessie in general? Very flat. It should be loaded up. Let's look at it. Pretty nice. We can see a lot of buyers stacking up here at 320. That's definitely a bigger support from this morning. They were even there in pre-market. There was a lot of volume that filled right there at open. And then they disappeared, but they came back. Kind of got filled and then popped back in again. Weird. Kind of weird there. ACHR. Archer, nice call. 4.78%. A lot of good momentum here. It's at resistance, though. I have resistance on here. Right at 11. Looks pretty strong, though. I could see it trying to break through. Check out Tesla again. 325 resistance coming in. Not bad. Those buyers down there definitely like that 320 area, though. This is a weird stock today. Don't love the PA. Nvidia is kind of weird, too. Pulling back in kind of a strong way. Visa. The credit card's moving a little bit. Not like the best sector ever, but you know, Visa getting it done today. MasterCard looks like it wants to try to go green. It's trying. I'm gonna grab a drink of water real quick. Credit card's probably up after my weekend. Never spent so much money on clubs in my life. Oh my god. How much can you spend at a club, Mason? Like, what do you spend money on there? I'm curious. I've never been to one myself. I know that the drinks are probably pretty expensive, but like, what else do you do? Do you have to like buy like a table or something? He said literally everything. Lap dances? That sounds about right. Water was $10. Oh my god. I heard you say John Jones goes there or something, right? I've never really had $30 drinks, only at like the Cardinals game. That's the only place I've had $30 drinks. $1,200. Oh. I didn't know the club was actually like that, Mason. The Uber? Yeah. Those get pretty expensive too. Let's go back to SoFi. Still doing well. It popped above 18 earlier while we were watching it. Still doing great. 18.25. Looks like it might start to slow down a little bit, but love the PA so far. Broke over that little high of day here that I'm circling while we were watching, and nice little run. Hopefully we find some other momentum opportunities here as the day progresses. Sure we will. Bloom Energy seems to be coming up off the dip a little bit. Possible dip buy on the radar here. KULR's killing it. 14%. Joby's leading the way now. Joby is now at the top of the watch list. There's got to be some news with Joby. Damn. It's crushing it right now. It's got to be news. Oh, they completed test flights in Dubai. Ooh, wow. Yeah, they're popping it off right now.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand.
This Joby news is awesome.
But it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through?
Yeah, Joby is on fire. They aren't all strip clubs. We didn't know 1111 was till we got there. Oh, no, the St. Louis Cardinals. Forest, that's what it is. Oh my god, Mason said for $40 of Tito's, they charge you $5.50. Oh my god. I'm staying far away from there. I might have to sneak some of those small shooter bottles in somehow. You don't want to know how. Hugh says, every now and then I get a club sandwich. That's about as close I get to a club these days. There we go. The club sandwich, that's pretty funny. QQQ 550. Trying to bounce up here. Tesla attempting to hold 320. Wow, we need to, let's make our own club. We'll call it, Clubbed Up. Palantir, it's actually coming back a little bit here. Palantir coming back alive, you know, very popular stock. Got crushed on Friday. Jim Cramer said it. Club Penguin. I haven't heard or talked about that game in a long time. I used to be a professional downhill racer on that game. I always just played RuneScape instead. Everybody was playing Club Penguin, and I was like, RuneScape. Club Powell, there we go. $ club. I wonder if there is a thing. Oh, there's no club on the US. Well, that just means we have to get one. This PA on Palantir is not bad as it tries to come back. How are airlines doing? I haven't checked in on them in a little while. Let's look at the dailies. Wow, American got crushed and they're trying to come back off the dip. Delta is actually moving off of a perfect trend line. I mean, this is actually pretty damn awesome by Delta. Look at this trend line. Great hold here. This could be a great swing opportunity, honestly. Possible swing opportunity here. If Delta starts to fall under 45, you'd have to really look at cutting, but as long as it holds 45 here for us, should be pretty solid. It's downtrending right now, but I like that it's downtrending and more of like a forming like a higher low. You know, we have this low here, form like a higher low here. Kind of consolidating here for a breakout. I like the way it's moving. Very nice PA. I see it breaking 50 here soon. JetBlue's not doing well. JPLU. Yeah, not very good for them. LUV. They're holding their ground a bit better. Looks like they're all in different setups. For the most part, they've been kind of falling down as of like 2025, but past few months they've been trying to make a comeback. Morning, welcome back, Tom. What's up, Tangies? Driving to Wisconsin. The first stop is Luxor, Las Vegas. Whoa. The Luxor, okay. The pyramid. Have a fun time there, Tangi. Try not to do what Mason did at the club. The worst thing I did in Florida, Mason, which was pretty bad, we went out for some crab legs with my sisters. It was like a double date that we did. My sister and her husband, and then me and my fiance, we went out, and we did this 12-pound crab steamer thing. It ended up being, it ended up costing $600, which was pretty insane. $600. It was nuts. We split it though, so we spent like $300. Hang on one sec, guys. I see now.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one. Only one.
I think the cheapest thing I paid for was food, and we went to Carbone. Carbone? An Italian restaurant. Wow, that one looks nice. I see what you mean now. Palantir. Right around that high of the day, it slowed up. Slowed down a bit. SPY's been slowly chopping around this bottom. Holding around 616.40. I guess you could say 616 is where the real bounce was. SoFi nicely clearing Fibonacci levels. Still going by SoFi. Oh my god. They're still running. Wow, SoFi is nuts, user. Haha, YOLO, that's right. Oh yeah, it is. It seems like a lot for food though, Forrest. I normally don't spend that on food, I'll say. I like it, user. SoFi is on fire. That is awesome. Hood breaking, Brennan said. Yeah, whenever I went to Disney with my fiance, I think it was like $4 grand for a weekend. Definitely can get expensive there too. I had my eye on SoFi, caught 72% on an ITM call. I had my eye on SoFi. Nice. SMCI heading to 49.68. 49.68. SMCI. Wow. Nice run by them as well. You know, looking at SMCI on the daily, that is quite the move recently. The past few trading days to get that real breakout going and that move up through that recent high is awesome. Looking at the 5-minute chart, that's pretty sick, up to around $50. How good are those discounts, Chill? BBAI running to 7. It looks like it wants to today, I'll tell you. It looks very strong. I would not be surprised if it hit 7 today at all, considering how it's moved the past few days and how it's been going. That is a fire move. It's right at the high of the day, so it needs to get a breakout going, but it looks very nice. I could see it. I just saw something kind of funny. Maybe something bad for a firm, maybe good, I don't know. I just saw that credit scores will start to take into account the hundreds of millions of loans tied to the pay later option at checkout, per the Wall Street Journal. So they're going to take into account the millions of loans tied to the pay later option. Very interesting. That's going to be, I thought that'd be bad for a firm. They don't care, I guess. Who else does that? Let's see, pay later with the firm. I know there's got to be other ones, right?
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
You missed Nike run up last week too? Oh.
Covered in
Nike was doing it? Wow, that was a big jump by them. They had earnings though. Wow. Yeah, that's a good gap by them. They're starting to maybe come back. Do we dare start to say that they're coming back yet? I don't know. I don't feel super confident in that, but maybe. Pretty insane to see him drop like that. J-Duck said, shouldn't matter if you pay it off. That's good, chill. I just want to see the Star Wars park. That'd be pretty cool. That's something that I want to see there too. I don't really care too much about the other stuff either. I like Universal better, actually. I've been to both. I thought Universal was cooler. And I actually thought that their Harry Potter world was pretty sick. Let's check back in on Oracle. They could not continue after that pre-market move. That's unfortunate. Archer looking good. Let's check back in on Joby. There we go. Nice $11 move. Move up above 11. Don't want to get you confused there. Looking at Joby's chart, they're nowhere near the all-time high yet, but they're definitely coming back well. Archer has the same thing going on. Very similar. Need Nike to hit 75 by the 11th? That could probably be done. It might consolidate for a couple days, but I could see it getting there. Their earnings were bad, but everyone's excited for the future. Oh, on Nike? I'll have to do a quick read on it after the stream. We checked out Hood today only a couple times. Only a couple times, but Yeah, very nice, I will say. Good action by Hood. They need to come up off of this dip, just like they did this one. That would be pretty nice. I like that move, though, overall. 6.66%. Pretty unlucky. Unlucky number right there, but... Archer rejecting a little bit at 11 now. Couldn't sustain the move. If anything could, I would think Joby could. Their earnings were bad, but everyone's excited. Let's pull it up here real quick. Yeah, stronger than expected outlook. That's nice. Outlook is the key word of the headline there. Tessie with the up and down again. Check Amazon. Amazon might be coming up off the dip a little bit. They've been bouncing pretty well since posting that low of the day. BBAI continuing. Just broke above the 680 resistance. Continues their run. 17% right now. $6.90 coming up. 7 might be in the cards. Whoever said that earlier. Meta's going to pre-market highs. Is that one of the Mag 7s that are doing well? Let's pull up the Mag 7 watch list, or the Mag 7 setup, we like to say. Sorry about that. Bump the mic. Doing rookie mistakes out here. Tesla still has those buyers at 320 on the book map. Hey, what's up, Outlaw? Glad to see you. Thank you, sir. On the way to work. Nice. Go make that dough. I'll be reading Taco Tuesday tomorrow. Bank of America down a little bit. Check out Citigroup. How about JP Morgan? Go back to these banks today. Kind of got boring on us. They were looking pretty bullish at open, but you know how the banks are. Nice and boring most of the time. Tesla's normally not so boring. Things like a heartbeat monitor today. Go back to Big Bear. Still sitting around 690, $7 might be coming up. Let's put them on the book map. Looking at Weeble. What's up, Hale? Went off to Destin, Florida. Wow, Weeble really did move here. Looking at them on the daily, it's not that crazy of a move for them, but I gotta say, it's a good intraday opportunity, nonetheless. Starting to pull back really hard right now. I would recommend waiting on this pullback for maybe a better entry. I think that'd be the smarter way to take it. Tom and everyone, if there is one stock that you would trust for daily momentum, what would that be? Trust for daily momentum. Like, it doesn't always have to be positive, right? Just good momentum in general, right? Let's see. Palantir is hard to beat, I would say. I think Palantir generally has pretty good movement, pretty good price action across the board. After Friday, though, I don't know, it scares me, but I will say it could be something that you know, even though while it moves down, it still has good price action. Let's see, what's another one right now? Nvidia's normally pretty good for that as well. I mean, see, there's not a ton of days of just total flatness here. Even if it appears flat, there's still big intraday moves. Like on this day, I'm sure a lot of people would say, well, this was flat. That's stupid. You know, but I mean, you know, while it was flat within a pretty big range. You know, that's... The options would definitely be moving well on these flat uptrends. Tesla's a good one. That's a good answer too, Chill. That's a really good answer. Tesla normally has really good PA. Very directional. Demure, what's up? Went to Destin, Florida. Ate lots of crabs. I dug a hole on the beach, Demure. I dug a hole. I put my daughter in it. And then buried her and she freaked out. Chase has crabs? Uh-oh. Oh my God, Chase. I have a loss for words now. Tesla just broke under 320. Look at the daily chart, how it broke down there. A lot of red candles coming in. Buried his dog. Dude, she was pissed, Mason. As soon as I put the sand on her, she was angry. Cake? I see guys in the stocked up SM chat talking about Cake, a dividend stock. The Cheesecake Factory. Oh my god. It's actually up quite a bit. You know, not a bad dividend stock over the past few years, it looks like. Off the way it's moved. If you would have bought it at the right time, you'd be doing really good with the dividend combined. My gosh. I'm normally not into stocks for the dividend, but man, Cake is doing good. Steffi! Awesome. Finally. Yeah, it's been a little while. I'm sure some of you out there like the Cheesecake Factory. I like it. I love cheesecake. It's probably my favorite cake. I like ice cream cake, but... Cake. Gotta love it. Break even on the day. Great daily, though. QQQ back under 500, or 550, I mean. Been contending with this level for a little bit today. You bought a new bolt-action rifle. Oh my god, can I guess? Is it a newer one or an older one, Demir? A new one, okay. A new one. Like it's a brand new gun. Like it's brand new out of the box, right? Nice way to start the day. Let's go, Steffi. You know what was nice today was SoFi. And I'll tell you what, it's actually looking good again. A Ruger American. Okay, so a little 5.56 bolt action, right? Alright, I know they make it in different calibers, but... Ruger American, I've seen people get those in like 5.56 mainly. Although, you know, I'm sure you can get them in 7.6239. I'm sure you can get them in 6.5. I'm sure you can get it in, I don't know, 2.75 win. Who knows? But I'm sure that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little bolt action there. Which one did you get? A certain, like, did you get, like, the compact or the ranch, or... That's a cool one. You have a Saki S90? What the heck is that? The ranch, nice, okay. That's pretty sick. The ranch is really cool looking. I like how it has the mag on it. So, what caliber did you get? 7.6239? Ooh, I see that they make it in 300 blackout. Ooh. That's weird. I don't think I've ever seen a bolt action 300 blackout in my life. Tesla, unfortunately, sold off under 320, is continuing to sell down. It actually looks really good. Really good right now. Ooh. Now that's up my alley. User said 1870 on SoFi worked out really good. Extremely well. Yeah, that was a nice one. User, whenever we looked at that on that first breakout at 1790 and 18, that was awesome. Kudos to you. Great call. Yeah, it could be. It could be, Josh. Ideally, the entry would have been more like on the 320 break if you were going to play it. You know, like you can identify like, okay, there's a lot of these supports here, a lot of good supports, and then you see it breaking down right here where the arrow is going to be pointing. Hang on. You see it breaking down right here where the arrow is. That could have been a good entry point, or even like right here on the retest. And then you would generally be taking profits like now or like on the next candle if we do get like a really good rundown going. Bob's up 300 on SoFi. It's Bob Saget. What's up? Glad to hear that, Bob. That's awesome on SoFi. Tesla to 307? That would be a big drop. I would take it. It would probably provide a good opportunity, that's for sure. I doubt it, though. Maybe by, like, the end of the week or something. I'm interested in Snowflake puts if it breaks below 222.86. Pretty much at that low of day if it breaks the low of the day. Let's see the daily. It looks pretty strong on the daily, like it might try to continue the run. I will say I don't hate it. I don't hate it. So guys, I need some help. Guys and girls out there, I need some help, okay? My fiance's birthday is coming up soon. It's coming up on Thursday of this week. I need some help for a gift. I need to figure out something. I need a good one. I bought her recently a ring with our daughter's birthstone in it, and we got engaged recently, so we're pretty good on the jewelry side. I need like some like good original ideas from you guys. She really likes the Beatles, which is kind of strange. Out of all things, the Beatles, like the group. Sunflowers, she's into those. Something that she would actually probably like is like a sunflower like wrap for her car. That's something more that I'd be into though. I'm looking it up, like nobody really makes sunflower wraps. It's fun.
Like a Hellcat.
Oh my god, Steffi. That would be a good idea. Sorry, what's NFA? Get her nothing and gaslight yourself out of it when she's upset. Okay. Chase. I like Steffi's idea better. Ooh. Now, Vinault. That's not a bad idea right there. Man, Vinalt, that's actually a really good idea. Oh, non-finance. I got you. Okay. A comforter or blanket with their favorite flower or pics of y'all. That's really not a bad idea. Like a blanket with the baby on there. Man, she'd probably love that. Here we go. I'm looking it up. Here's like a good idea. Something like this. I would laugh if this was like one of the one streams that she was watching. That would actually be pretty hilarious. You guys got some good ideas though. I like it. Get her new golf clubs, boys, and say, dang it, I got the wrong ones. That would actually be perfect. I need a new set. No, I guess I really don't. It would be hilarious if she was watching. That would... A new car? Oh, she just got one a little while ago. You know, she actually loves her car. SoFi exploding $18.90 now. The run continues. How's Big Bear? Big Bear made it to 7. Congratulations, Big Bear AI. Made it. Yes, that's awesome. Be sweet and make the gift about her, Autumn said. Yeah. Those guys. You guys are wild out there. QQQ getting slowed down a lot. Same with the SPY. Very slow. Still in the chop zone. Looks like a heartbeat monitor for now. Looks like we're sticking with SoFi. I mean, nothing beats it, does it? Kind of funny. Very rare to find something as good as SoFi today. Joby starting to come back. I gotta say, Joby's making the comeback happen. It's working.
Stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let 'em know you are flying up.
It's about her, but you clicked the wrong button on Callaway. Yeah, those websites are confusing, you know. I'm going to get the story even started now, Mason. I'm going to text her, and I'm going to tell her that the new golf websites are so confusing. So then whenever they come in wrong, she'll be like, you even told me it was confusing. That'll be perfect. I'm thinking one step ahead. That is a good idea with the car. That would be perfect, but I don't think I could get her one that she'd like better. Hedge the bets. Tessie was falling down quite a bit under 320. Now it popped back above there slightly. Let's see if it starts to trend back down a little bit more or not. It had that good drop under there, but of course was short-lived. That's where sometimes the traders that do the quicker scalps could maybe come away from that trade and be alive, whereas the ones that try to hold it longer for like all day or, you know, just longer in general could be rough. You know, one of the biggest things that really helps that I've noticed that a lot of traders don't do is whenever they notice that like a stock starts to flip direction, they just continue to like hold and hope. You know, it's not really that bad to just cut it early. If you do cut it early and then like, let's say it starts trending back in your direction, you can always re-enter. You know, that could always be in the cards. Now, of course, it might not be if you have PDT or if you're out of cash or something like that, but you get the point. Tesla went near PDL and then reversed. Tesla. It's funny how people call it that. Yeah, that low yesterday is pretty good though. Right around like 317.50, 318. How you feeling about TTD? The trade desk. I like it. I think it's actually pretty solid. Normally, this stock has some great action to it. It looks like right now it's coming up really well off this dip, and I personally think that the way it's ripping above that recent resistance is a really good sign for this one. As it was dipping, one thing that I was kind of watching for was maybe like for the gap to fill down to here or down to this support. It never quite got there, but we've seen the bounces happen early a little bit. All right, there we go. Give me 1 second.
That the brothers on the rise now. Endless celebrations all in my house. Levitating now, I'm super duper fly now.
What a boring ass day, Mason said. Definitely. I would say for SPY, 100%. If you know where to look, it wasn't too boring. You know, we had SoFi, Joby, BBAI. These three stocks have been pretty awesome, but besides these, yeah, pretty rough out there. Pretty much no action out of the SPY today at all. starting to sell off a little bit more, I suppose, now, but not really much. BMNR is going nuts. Bitmine. Oh, this is Tom Lee joined this one. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Tom Lee joined up on this. BMNR. Yeah, he joined the board, and it's saying to get like the company really profitable or something along those lines. Let me pull up the headline. I'm looking for it really fast. Also helping someone get in the Discord. Let's see, BMNR. Yeah, he says he wants to create the micro-strategy of Ethereum. Appointed chairman of the board of directors of Bitcoin miner Bitmine Immersion Technologies effective Monday. They announced a $250 million private placement to implement a buying strategy around Ether, or Ether. I think you call it Ether, though. I don't know. Whatever. Which it aims to make its primary treasury reserve asset. So it's going to do like $250 million in a buying strategy around Ethereum. Sounds like. Lee's appointment comes amid a groundswell of interest from traditional financial institutions around stablecoins, many of which run on the Ethereum network. This definitely would have been a good one to catch at open, considering how much hype was around it. I will say the gap up in pre-market on the news was nuts. It already ran up like 100%, like instantly. The first 1 minute candle had 60%. That's crazy. Imagine getting insider info on that one. Holy shit. The way that thing sold off. Wow, that thing went nuts. Tom Lee is going to come in and save the day, it looks like. You were in at 6.85, but sold at 5.5? Oh my gosh. Said you missed CYN? Oh, I did, yeah. I did miss CYN, it looks like. It was on fire last week on Thursday. Pretty massive pullback, though. App Lovin's killing it, APP. App Lovin's on fire, 8.2%. Breaking out above good resistance from last week, too. That might be the most fire thing about it here. Looking at like the 420, 422 resistance on the daily. Steve says, hey, Tom, could I get your input on MU for the next week?
So you can see what you do. Restless every time we start looking as lost control. Is paradise with
Get your input on MU? Yeah, sure. Let's go look at Micron. It's up quite a bit right now. For the next week, personally, I'm looking at it to drop a little bit based off of how high it got, and actually, like, where it got to was a really good spot on the chart for resistance. You know, we're talking a major area where it has rejected before and had big breakdowns of this range before where we saw massive drops. I do like it, though. 130, solid resistance level. Extremely solid. Tiger says hood book map, please. Let's turn these off. You said hood book map. Yeah, I'm definitely looking at MU down a little bit more, though, overall. I like support here at 115. I could see it pulling back to there. Maybe even more than that. It's weird to say, you know, it's in such a good uptrend. I'm not trying to, like, call the top, but that's just what I see right here. I don't even think if it did this, it would even look that bad. It would look pretty normal. All right, let's turn the hood on there real quick. Big Bear had some sellers at 7, but it wiped them out. All right, here's hood. A lot of buyers at 86.50, kind of a weird spot, but you know, normally we see that at like whole dollar levels. What's up, Wall Street? This is Tom here today, but good morning, good morning. What do you think about SPY? Very boring today, the SPY. Very boring. It's selling off a little bit, but it's in a good uptrend on the daily. I think overall, I'm pretty bullish on it still in the short term, like, especially for tomorrow. I could still see it going up. Spy you? Wait, hang on. What the hell did I do? There's the real Spy. Has the same setup, though. That was kind of silly. I was like, this looks different. Alright, time to go back to Big Bear. Looks like Big Bear might have found a high a day today. We'll see. It's sitting around 7. It might be tough for it to keep going through here. Joby, very high, 17% today as well. SoFi was our other big player. They actually just pulled right back to support. Starting to move off around it pretty good. 1860 with a good bounce. Pretty good bounce coming into play. Did we miss protein time? No protein today, Kay. I'm actually trying a different strategy now. I'm starting to eat breakfast before the live stream. That way I don't get as hungry during them, and, you know, that way I have some food in me for the morning. So I'm trying to get that going now. Hopefully that can keep going like this. Eggs. I had a breakfast sandwich today. The old Jimmy Dean. stream is going to start getting sponsored by Fairlife and Farmers Fresh cage-free eggs. Fairlife would be awesome. That would be a cool sponsorship. Maybe I'll write to him. I'm kidding. You deleted it on accident? Oh, I was wondering where it went. Bank of America. Autumn made us some sourdough jalapeno cheddar bread and we made toast this morning. So good. There we go, Steve. Hey, Steve, why did you put Z06 after your name? Do you own a Z06? I just noticed that. I've noticed that happen to some people here. Steve, I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I saw Demures too. I've been seeing it for a few people. Let me get on my random account and hop on here and see. Oh my god. Yeah, it changed my name too. On my random account. That's weird. Dude, that's Mason. I haven't heard of that name since I was like 13 years old, dude. That's hilarious. Steve talked about the Corvette so much that it put Z06 after his name. That's funny. Neely Nolan. That is weird, isn't it? Can't wait for Wednesday's live streams with Neely. Now it's my motivation to get one. You gotta get one, seriously. A G9D? I think that there's a gun called a G9. Let's look it up. G9 gun. I could have sworn that they had something here. Here it is. G9 Defense. Oh no, they make ammo. Maybe I'm thinking of this High Point G9. I must be thinking of this shitty High Point. Either way. A Genesis. That's what I was thinking too, Chase. I thought about the G90. Mom said it's a sign. Go get the car. What year Z06 do you want, Steve? Man, I know like everything about the Z06. Spy 616. Pretty good though, nonetheless. Bank of America. Coming back. I know it's not the best one ever, but JP Morgan, even some pretty good intraday PA coming back alive. BMNR still going. Bitmine. That is fire. Everyone says to get the LS3. You know that if you got a C6 Z06, you would have to get an LS7, right? That's what sucks.
Empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone.
I don't have to choose from the C6 or C7. We just have to find the right one. Yeah, the C6 Z06 actually has a lot of problems, Steve. The LS7 is known to have a ton of problems. I mean, they are just plagued to blow up. It's actually like if you buy it, you almost have to fix it before you even buy it. I would recommend buying one that actually has the cam and heads job already done to it. Because they're that bad if you, like, do your research. The LS3 is so much better. Such a better engine. But yeah, if you get the C6 Z06, you're forced to get that. Now, what you could get is you could get a C6 Grand Sport. And the Grand Sport will actually look the exact same as the Z06 on the outside, except that the engine will be the LS3 instead of it. But then you're getting a GS and not a Z06. But I think that would be the smarter way to go, honestly. Just get the Grand Sport, throw like a turbo on it or something. That'd probably be the best way, but supercharge it. Now the C7 Z06, I would definitely get that. That one. The supercharged one, man, now that one is nuts. I love those. I love the way the C6 looks, though, but I can't believe how expensive those C6s are, though. So turbos would be so awesome. Yeah. Yeah, the supercharged ones are sick. Yeah, Steve, I had a 2021 Corvette for about a year, or like 8 months. I drove the shit out of it too. I put like 6,000 miles on it in 8 months, which for one of those cars is a lot. Yeah, the C8, yeah. It was pretty cool. Why'd you get rid of it? Honestly, there was so many issues with those cars that it started scaring the shit out of me. I had a good warranty on it. But those cars just, they have a lot of problems. And I really like to modify my car and like, you know, they're kind of quiet. So like I want to do like exhaust and like, you know, change things with the motor and things like that. And if you do that to those cars, you blow the warranty. So I went back to the Hellcat is what I did. And then recently I sold the Hellcat, so now we have the door open for a C7. After this weekend, I'd be lucky to see Mason Nichols' 1999 Toyota Prius. Because you spent so much at the club. Yeah. I know. How about a Tahoe RST? Ooh. Now that is sick. Those things are nice family cars. Man, it'd be tough for me to not just get a Cadillac, though, at that point. I don't know the price difference, but it looks just like a Cadillac. Here we go. Let's play the game called Bad Financial Decisions with Tom today. Bad financial decision number 1. Chevy Tahoe RST. Bad financial decision number 2. C7 Z06 for sale. Ooh, this one looks nice. They all have so many miles on them, man. Sheesh. Way more than, like, Hellcats have. Hellcats, their owners must keep them, like, in the garage more or something. Man. These cars all have, like, 30,000 plus miles. Is it a stick? Oh, not a stick. Goodbye. Just kidding. Wrap it in a sunflower wrap. Oh my god. If it was wrapped up, she'd like it. That's funny. You won't click the buy button. Yeah, the ZR1s are really sick. Say the wind took it off overnight. QQQ consolidating hard. All right, let's do a drawing. Are we ready for drawings with Tom? Nice QQQ action here. Look at all the hits on the upper end of this trend. That's pretty solid. At the lower end, it's pretty solid too. Kind of coiling for a move here with the QQQ. You guys think it'll coil down or up? Kind of seems like down based off the way it's looked today. Michael, so whenever young families look better in the RST, whenever you get older, go for the Escalade. There we go. That'll have to be what we do. You're right. The Escalade's for old men. That makes sense. Now, if it's an Escalade Blackwing... Ooh, now we're talking. We're talking something else with that. Blackwing. I think they make those in that, don't they? Who knows? Probably. Our music stopped on us. What do you think SPY will do tomorrow or today? Looks like QQQ actually just broke this little coil up. Maybe watch it up here. Is it starting to trend up slightly? I think that SPY will continue. Watch Wall Street. If I had to pick any direction, I would say SPY will continue up over the next couple days. I do see today's just like kind of consolidation on the way up, but yeah, overall pretty solid, I'd say. Ramak Navarra? What's that? Let's go back. What was the stock again? Oh, man. What was the name of that stock that Tom Lee's in on? Let me look it up. Can't believe I forgot it. Let's see. BMNR, that's it. BMNR. I've never heard of this stock until today. Thanks, J-Duck. The Cadillac with the Z1 owned by Robert from Shark Tank. No, I've never heard of that, Chase. A Z1? Like a ZR1 motor? Tom's fiance deleted the music. She hates us. She did, actually. Looking at it. How dare her? How dare her? The Instagram link? Oh, it doesn't even show us, Chase. Sorry, Chase. It takes it away for us. It doesn't even show it. That's kind of annoying. We tried. Robinhood just broke under 86.50 where it had a lot of buyers stacked up earlier. Where it kind of bounced off of it. We'll see if it holds. Could end up being a good play down. Man, my neck is sore today. Maybe from the 12-hour drive home. Oh, it was 12 hours, Mason. It was so far. That's so funny. Right whenever I said it was 12 hours, I looked and you asked that. Yeah, we did 12 hours straight, and it ended up being 14 hours, you know, because of, like, little stops here and there. And you guys will never believe it. The second that we left, I swear I started to get a fever. And by the time I got home, I had like a 101 fever, and that was like the worst 12 hours ever. Let's see if Instagram works here. Oh, here it is. 1900 horsepower, my gosh. They're going to charge you extra for daycare. You got to go, he said. That's funny. That is pretty insane there. Can you guys hear my daughter crying? I hope not, man. She's throwing a fit out there. You have a head cold right now? Oh, man. Steve said, damn, you recovered quick. I was very surprised that I got better. Coconut said so much for saving the environment. They did say it was electric, right? Zero to 60 in 1.7. Wow. That's like the Corvette ZR1. That's insane. Oh. She's having PTSD from dad burying her in the sand? I think you're right. What song is this? Let's see. It was called My Heart. My Heart. Non-copyright sounds. What were we looking at on the book map here? Let's see. Maybe I wasn't. Oh, that's right. Where did you stop in Alabama? What was you golfing? Oh my god, yeah, it was me, Mason. I was also supposed to golf at a super nice course. A super nice course in Florida as well, called Kelly's Plantation. But on my way down to Florida, I was staying in Birmingham, and my daughter woke me up really, really early. Let me see. Here it is. Okay. So we were in Birmingham, Alabama, and my daughter woke us up at 4 a.m., and I decided to book a random golf thing, and this golf costed like $200, and I was like, what the hell? I was like, what's up with that? So I ended up looking it up, and it said that it was 8,100 yards, and whenever I showed up, I thought that I was in like, I don't know, I thought I was at like the U.S. Open or like the British Open or something with the way this place looked. Look at this place. Look at this place. This was nuts. I showed up here and I was like, what the hell? This is just like in the backwoods of Alabama? And it was like one of the nicest, it was the nicest course I've ever played, by far. Look at how it has like these waterfalls like going through the course, and it was called Ross Bridge. 8,100 yards from the tips. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, it's insane. Literally nuts. I played it from like, they had like 8 sets of tees or more. It was insane. I played it like 6,400 or something. I didn't go nuts myself. It's a very hard course as well, like blind shots, and you can't see anything ever. Boy, it was pretty though. And the greens were like the slopiest, quickest greens I've ever played. I putted so bad. I might have actually like 5-putted one time. Like actually. QQQ support 594, 595. Yeah, it made me feel terrible. I was probably on the green for birdie or something too. They had the pins in places where like it was like impossible to have the ball stop. It was, I think that the greens, it was like a greenskeeper revenge day or something. It was something. GNLN halted up. Green Lane Holdings exploding up 50% right now. Looking at the daily chart, Green Lane Holdings got slow. It slowed down a lot, actually. GNLN. How long ago was it halted? 6 minutes ago. It should be unhalting here. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't. 4 minutes ago. It should be unhalting in like 60 seconds. Yeah. We'll wait for it. 20 seconds feels like forever when you're waiting. It's kind of funny. We'll throw up the CoreWeave book map real fast. Let's look up some Robinhood stuff here today. Robinhood launches stock tokens. Reveals Layer 2 blockchain. Expands crypto suite in the US. It is pretty great movement today. I gotta give it to him. GNLN unhalted. Let's see if it keeps going. Kind of jumping around. BMNR halted too. Wow, it kept going. Made a new high of the day. It's pretty fire by them, though. Keep that daily chart momentum going as much as it did. That's awesome. But all right, guys, we're probably going to call the stream here soon. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining up today. It's nice to be back. Hopefully we can all get back into the swing of things here. My daughter's getting pissed at me. You buy cannabis stocks at 420? That's funny. Let's go, Chase. Appreciate the nice words. It was nice having everybody here today and everything. Thank you all for joining up, as always. Hope we're all going to have a happy Monday and a happy week here. Don't forget, there's no trading this Friday for the 4th of July. No trading this Friday. It's a short week. So that'll be interesting for us there. Thursday will be nice. But all right, let's go. Let's have a great one. I will talk to you all later. See you guys.